Friday night, the Pathfinder Bank SBS Series took on the 62nd annual Sunoco Race of Champions at Oswego Speedway. And on the pole, it was the number 17 of David LaTulip to his outside, the 24 of A.J. Bernys. And early on, it was LaTulip out in front once again in the 17 machine, but right on his back bumper, the 22 of Mike Bruce. And eventually, inside of lap number 10, the 22 would take the race lead, heading down the back straightaway. LaTulip in second, Bernys riding in third. Further back, the battle was on between Jason Simmons, Timmy Barbeau, and Mark Castiglia, but just ahead of them, Robbie Pullen and Jack Patrick get together out of corner number 4. They would both have to go to the tail side of the field. After the restart, as the field files down the front straightaway, as you look on further back, a bit of a jumble here in turn number 1. The accordion happens. Simmons, Barbeau, Castiglia all get together in turn 2. Brian Sobus and Dalton Doyle end up there as well. You get another look at the incident from Mike Bond's in-car camera. Simmons appeared to slow. Barbeau, with nowhere to go, gets into the back bumper. Everybody files together in corner number 1. After that restart, the number 18 of Andrew Schartner began his assault on the field, first going to the outside of the 77 of Cameron Rowe, then to the outside of the 93 of J.J. Andrews. In consecutive laps, he would not stop there. On the very next circuit, he works to the outside of Bernys into corner number 3. Keep in mind, Schartner had not won a feature event to this point in the season. Now he is up into position number 3 in this 50-lapper. He had a lot of time to work. A lap and a half later, he then works to the outside of the 17 of David LaTulip, moving into the runner-up spot. And this time, he decides to change it up a little bit. On the next lap, he pulls to the inside of Mike Bruce. Going into corner number 3, he would be your new race leader, passing 5 cars in 5 laps, the 18 out in front of the Sunoco Race of Champions SBS main event. Last year, his old teammate Craig Harris picked up the win. With Schartner out in front running away, it was Brian Sobus in the white and black number 10 car, moving back into the SBS ranks just for this race alone, as the Supermodifieds did not compete on Friday night. They go 3 wide into corner number 3. Sobus on the outside comes from the tail of the field all the way up to position number 3. He would not stop there. Next, he would chase down the 22 of Mike Bruce, this time working to the low side into corner number 1. Sobus moves all the way up into position number 2. Bernys would follow through into 3rd, but up front, nobody would have anything for Andrew Schartner, the native of Weedsport, New York, now calling Charlotte, North Carolina home. Schartner gets the win, his first of 2012, pulling him back into 2nd in the championship standings. Sobus came home 2nd ahead of Bernys, Bruce, and LaTulip in the top 5 as Schartner pulls the Crow Motorsports car number 18 into Chris Nelson Insurance victory lane.
I was thinking to myself when I saw the checker flag, I knew there was a reason why on Saturday nights I wasn't down in Charlotte drinking beer, watching the races. So this right here is the reason. I knew that we had to turn a corner with the way the car was handling all season long, and they did it. The guys hit the spot the last 3 weeks. We were fast 3 weeks ago. We got nudged there and faded after we broke the rear end. We were fast last week, and they just a credit to them, they really hit it this last 3 weeks. I decided to stop being so cautious. I mean, my car owner tells me all the time, you're too nice. You know, this is a racetrack. Go out there and drive the thing. So that's what I finally decided to do. I was trying to be patient and just work cars. It just wasn't working. I mean, I was in a heck of a battle with Mike Bond back there for a while, and finally got that squared up and was overheating. Thank God for that yell. We're up to about 250. And I just finally decided we got to do something. We have nothing to lose. Let's go.
Yeah, by the time I got up there, he was already he wasn't even another zip code. He was in another area code. I mean, that car was just amazing, that 18 car. I couldn't believe it. You know, as the race went on, the yellows came out, and I'm going, all right, I'm only 2-3 spots behind him. And then that last time, he's in the lead, and I'm back in like 7th or 8th, and I'm going, oh, man, I got to get on it.
The car was just really good, and it was really quick, and I don't know, we got a good starting spot. It's just a tough one. We were pretty quick in practice, quick in the heat, and it gave me a lot of confidence coming in here. Just feels really good to be up front without wrecking like we've been the past couple weeks.
Mike Bond continues to lead the standings, now only 9 points over Schartner. Rob Pullen sits third. Craig Harrith fell from second to fourth after failing to start the feature with a blown motor after his heat race. It's an all-or-nothing race to riches with $10,000 on the line and one of the biggest titles in open-wheel racing, Mr. Supermodified, an event where you win big or lose hard. Either way, you can't miss it. Saturday, August 4th at 6:30, Mr. Novelis Supermodified and Mr. Pathfinder Bank SBS. For more information, visit OswegoSpeedway.com. Oswego Speedway, Saturday, August 4th. Kids 16 and under free with paid adult. Saturday, it was time for the Novelis Supermodified division at the 62nd Annual Sunoco Race of Champions, and it would be 00 Joe Gosek and the 24 of Jerry Curran starting on row number 1 for this 62-lap main event on Saturday afternoon. And early on, it was Gosek in the 00 pulling out in front, and he would pull way out in front. And one time, over a full straightaway lead in the 00, looking for his 42nd career win. The battle was on for the runner-up spot for several laps between Curran and the 01 of Danny Connors Jr. And Connors eventually would find the low side out of corner number 4. He would pull into the runner-up spot, leaving the battle on between the 26 of Sean Gosselin and the 24 of Curran, in which Gosselin would eventually as well pull into position number 3. Ray Graham, though, started back in row number 4. He was on the charge early on in car number 90, working his way up into position number 4. Next, he would chase down the Gosselin number 26 as Gosselin was looking for that runner-up spot, but unfortunately for the 26 machine, he would lose the handle coming out of corner number 4, spinning down the front straightaway. Gosselin, who has had a tremendous 2012 season, unfortunately ends this day looking the wrong direction. On the restart, Graham finds the bite on the low side out of corner number 4 as Connors gets a little bit loose. That moves Graham up into position number 2. Jeff Abold in the 05 would next try and look at Connors for the 3rd spot, but he too would end the day the wrong way, climbing the left rear of Connors out of corner number 4. He slides down the front straightaway, just barely tags the inside hub rail. That would bring out yet another caution. When the field came back to green, once again it was Pat Lavery in the number 22 car working to the high side of the speedway, as he has done for much of the season, as he gets up and works around Connors to move into position number 3 as Graham begins to chase down Gosek for the race lead. And eventually 00 Joe would push up the hill going into corner number 3, leaving the inside lane open for the Graham number 90 to take the top spot. Further back, Mike Barnes in the strong racing number 99. He was moving his way through the field, first getting under Sitterly in the 7, then getting under Connors in the 01. He would move up into the top 5 positions as Sitterly and Sobus as well would slip on past Connors to move into 6th and 7th. But out in front for 2 weeks in a row, it was all Ray Graham in car number 90. After picking up the win on July 14th, he backs it up 2 in a row at Oswego Speedway and 2 in a row in the Sunoco Race of Champions. Finishing the top 10, Gosek, Lavery, Randy Ritzkes in 4th, Mike Barnes in the top 5, Otto Sitterly, Brian Sobus, Danny Connors, Steven Joya, and Cody Graham would round out your top 10 in Saturday's Race of Champions action, as Ray Graham Jr. brings the number 90 down to Chris Nelson Insurance Victory Lane here at Oswego Speedway.
Yeah, the first half we were loose, but we had the full fuel load, so I just wanted to ride it out, and hopefully it would tighten up as the race went on, and it did, and come in where we hoped it would. Honestly, I don't think I would have got by him because he was running the exact groove I needed, and I thought something broke because he went way up the track, but I see he was in second, so not sure what happened.
Now the car just consistently got tighter and tighter, and I couldn't turn it, and got in there a little hard, and up the track it went, and he was just waiting for that opportunity. By the looks of things, he was a whole lot faster anyway, so the right guy won today. Yeah, as soon as the tires warmed up, just start pushing terrible. It's not bad. We're off our marks a little bit, and it'll take a little time to get her back where we belong, but that was a good, solid run for us today.
The car was pretty good all night, just a tiny bit tight, and I knew if it took my time, we could get up through a little bit and hopefully get up with the leaders, and then next thing I know, I'm running 4th or 5th, and I thought I could have made a shot at the leaders, but Joe's a veteran driver, and he knows how to play defense.
Sitterly continues to lead the series standings, but now only 7 points over Lavery, riding in second. Randy Ritzkes is third ahead of Joey Payne. Ray Graham now into the top 5.
Ready for a night out on the town? Tonight, try something different. Lighthouse Lanes in Oswego, a family-friendly recreational facility. You won't miss a minute of the action. You can enjoy wings, burgers, pizza, and more right at your laneside table. Stop by for an evening of cosmic bowling. Catch all of your favorite games on our big screen TVs. Plan your next party. We have room for up to 150 people. It's family-friendly fun for all ages. Lighthouse Lanes in Oswego, Route 104, next to the Speedway.
Next Saturday night here at Oswego Speedway, it's the always exciting Mr. Novelis Supermodified with $10,000 on the line for the Novelis Supermodified series. Also in action will be the Mr. Pathfinder Bank SBS, $1,500 to win for the SBS series.